Pay attention, creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yeah, be square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Welcome to Playable Characters
Podcast.
My name is Brian McGinnis. You know that. And across from me is a lovely
Calvin S. Cato.
How are you?
Doing well.
level 141 of
Exactly.
Playable Characters Podcast. 141.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Calvin's deflating.
Hi-ya.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Playable Podcast, everybody.
Yes.
We have a Patreon.
Yes.
.com
Yes.
/Playable Podcast. If you
Nailed
wanna
it.
give us some money. Should we do it just like a donate button? Some people just don't like doing the monthly thing.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I've heard.
Oh, I mean, can't you guys just give us one off?
They're just PayPal's. Or
Yeah. My Venmo's at Calvin-Cato. Just pay me directly.
Don't give it to Calvin. He'll take it and buy dildos and drugs.
No, just drugs.
Okay.
No, dildos are so de rigueur.
What is that word?
Like Nicolas saying.
What is that word? I don't know these things.
Like not couture.
Not there either. A little bit. I can kind of guess what that one means, but I don't know too much. Oh, we have fun here.
We do. We like languages.
Speaking of languages, we have a great guest with us today from, oh my God. Okay, so we one of the most iconic, stellar, popular Atari games.
Yes.
One of the first video games of all time.
Atari/arcade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frogger. We had Frogger's wife on a long time
Yes.
ago. She was lovely. But we have, not Frogger himself, we have, okay, you know all those trucks and cars and stuff you're dodging? We have one of the truck drivers with us today. Let's bring him in.
Yeah.
Hello, so how are you?
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Oliver Pitts.
Oliver Pitts.
Pintz.
Pintz?
Pintz.
Like a pinch of salt?
P-I-N-T-Z.
Oh,
nice.
Pintz. Yeah.
Oh, like
Gotcha.
mints, but pins.
Right.
With
like,
a Z.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Escado is clearly Spanish.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
I get that a lot, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
I didn't
It's
think you were
really
British.
escato.
I didn't think you would be British.
No?
I don't picture British truck drivers.
Queen Elizabeth was the truck driver.
I mean,
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Queen Elizabeth II.
99% of all the truck drivers in London
Are
British.
Well, yeah, that
Queen
makes
Elizabeth.
sense.
British.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But not all British people are truck drivers.
No, that's
No,
true about
that's a fallacy.
That's true about every country.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yes,
also
right.
yeah.
I got
It's
you.
not a geographically specific observation.
That makes sense. Okay.
That's right.
I'm learning a lot already today
Yeah.
for the first few minutes.
I've learned a lot myself.
So Oliver, tell us.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into the truck driving business,
let's
first
start
of all?
there. Yeah.
Well, lack of options. I
Sure.
don't read really, so yeah.
Don't or can't?
Not really interested.
You
I
think-
read the basics. Labels,
Like stop signs? Yield?
signs,
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
labels.
That's important.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Labels on the boxes that you transport. Is that what you mean, or
Just like small, medium, large. Stuff like that.
Like a-
yeah.
to know what shirt
yeah,
you gotta buy?
Of course,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to mix up your L's and your XLs and your M's and your S's.
I've been
Mhm.
there. As soon as I went from L to XL in my real life, it was
Changes
a
you.
big problem.
Right.
My
I
my
know.
belly kept showing.
It's not. Yeah, it's a big mistake.
Seriously.
It really hurts a dating life.
Yeah. Sure. So
Agreed. Yeah.
so you got into. You figured, hey, let's.
I'm like, yeah, I just applied at a bunch of places
Mm.
and Ginchi's Biscuits. That's who I drive for.
Get you
Ginchi's?
business.
Yeah, Ginchi's Biscuits. Yeah.
That sounds very British and fun.
Right. It's nice. Well, the great part is they don't need you to read.
Oh well, there you
Oh.
go.
Lots of people were like, "You don't read. That's gonna hurt you here."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Is it?"
Is it even called Ginchi's Biscuits? You don't know.
That's what they said.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
I can
good.
identify shapes
Sure.
and logos. I'm big on logos. I
Good.
read logos.
That's
Gotcha,
cool.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are wearing a lot of Nike, so I guess that makes sense.
Am I?
Yeah.
You got one
I
of those
did not
jack-
know that.
one of
It's a
those-
lot of swooshes and checks.
It looks
Oh, yeah.
different when you're on it.
Right.
When you're wearing it on you.
You're looking
it
down.
looks like I didn't know.
Yeah. So biscuits as in crackers or biscuits as in cookies?
Or biscuits like
Oh,
British.
that's
lobster
right.
biscuits.
That's right. No, biscuits like cookies.
Cookie, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like
We call them cookies
like
here.
bread with holes in it.
I
We do
gotcha.
biscuits. We do muffins.
Sure.
We do holy bread. That's what we call it.
Holy bread?
Holy bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Good.
just bread with holes in it.
Oh, literally
It's
holy
not-
bread.
Yeah,
Not-
right.
You mean,
no.
you mean waffles?
Well, no, that's dented breads.
Okay.
We also do dented breads.
so
We
much you-
also do, we also do
You guys are
dented
very
breads and
literal.
crease breads. We do a lot of bread-based,
Yeah.
adjective-based
I got you.
products.
Why not?
Yeah.
Keep things simple.
Yeah, name an adjective in a bread, we probably ship it.
Oh, nice.
That
yeah,
makes sense.
I don't see the shipments.
Like
but
hard bread, soft bread.
older breads. Yeah, older breads.
Is there hard bread?
Like
Probably.
a baguette. Or like
Yeah.
a, you
Oh,
know.
like a
Yeah.
challah bread
Yeah.
sometimes.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah,
okay.
holla bread. Yeah,
Very
like
good, yeah.
that.
All right.
Popular breads.
Yeah.
You know,
Even
hype
pitas?
breads.
Do you
What?
do pitas as well?
Pitas?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a pita bread, you know. It's
oh,
like a bread that
pita
you can-
bread.
Yeah.
All right. You didn't say the bread part.
Gotta be
Yeah.
Be
I
specific,
thought, well,
Calvin.
you like, do you hold people named Peter?
No, that's
and I'm
crazy.
like, I don't hold Peters or Pauls or Johns or Stevens. I don't hold any people. Just bread.
Just-
People on Twitter are going crazy right now. I just realized ciabatta bread is what I meant, not challah bread.
Oh, okay.
Oh, ciabatta.
Ciabatta's the hard one. I love ciabatta.
I do
bread.
it. I do a good impersonation of ciabatta bread.
Oh, hell.
What's your impersonation?
Oh,
Right,
Chewbacca.
right.
That's Chewbacca from Star Wars.
That's a bread.
Okay.
That's. I don't know if you've ever heard bread before.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
bread.
they make us listen to bread sometimes.
Oh, so you know.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
do you listen like while you're driving or before you drive? You have to listen to the bread.
No, it's part of. It's like a seminar we have to go through.
Bread seminar?
It's like bread seminar. Yeah,
Okay.
we do bread seminars, and then like sexual assault, and then we do another bread seminar,
What?
and then it's like don't pee in the store.
No, of course not.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Now, I heard.
Wait, sorry. Pee in
Yeah.
the store?
I mean, there's just a lot of seminars, a lot of things not to do. Look, when you hire,
Is that a whole seminar, that one?
I mean, it's not a whole day.
Okay.
It's I mean,
Pretty
it's
cut and dry?
yeah, it's about 3 hours.
Oh, seems like a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard bread.
there's a lot of different stalls you're not supposed to pee in.
Sure, yeah. I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't think about it. You're like, oh, I can't.
But I
pee
guess
in.
how does that relate to
also
truck?
not a Walmart.
No.
But how does that relate to truck driving? I guess is what I'm confused by.
Well, we don't always drive trucks. We also go in stalls.
Oh, you deliver it?
We drive the trucks to the stalls.
Right.
Right.
and then you unload it. But then you don't pee.
No, we don't unload it. That's crazy. What are you talking about? No, somebody else unloads it. It's
what
a
do you-
union job.
What are you doing in the
We
store
can't
then?
Yeah.
drive and unload.
That's true.
We arrive at the store. Sometimes I've got to pee.
Oh, okay.
Don't pee.
In the
Right.
store. Does it mean just like in the aisle or actually in
look,
the bathroom?
Apparently,
toilet, as
Apparently,
you call it.
long ago there was problems.
Mm.
They hired, that it's part of the
Bunch of
like
bunch of
mission
non-union
statement of the
jerks.
country
Yeah.
of the company.
Sure.
Said we will hire people who can't read, and apparently
That's nice.
there's a solid amount of those people who also
Mm.
don't know not to pee in certain places.
Like actually in the aisle or in the bathroom? They just
Well, the seminar's about like different stalls in different parts of the stall.
I
So
know we're
it's
going-
like there's aisles. I mean, you can pee in the bathroom.
okay. That's
Of course, you can pee in the bathroom. We're not barbarians.
no. Some
Yeah.
people.
Some
Yeah.
well, right.
I got you.
mean, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
I didn't know we were
not
going to talk about
barbarians.
this. This is interesting.
We're all
I-
wearing shirts, which makes it
are.
not barbarian.
You got a lot of Nike
I think.
swishes on
I
yours.
don't read a lot.
That's why they have the talking seminars. They do.
Right, we have talking seminars.
makes sense.
Yeah, we don't have yet. There's no manuals.
No.
Right.
So they have to
right,
do it all via seminar.
Ah, okay.
Right.
How about
yeah.
audiobooks since you're driving a lot?
Interesting. That's a thing.
That might help.
Had no
I mean,
idea.
it would be more interesting than listening to the bread.
Audiobooks. Huh.
Because, yeah, I'm sure the bread gets repetitive when you listen to it.
Oh, we don't listen to it on the road. That'll put you right to sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 That makes
You
sense.
listen to it, your ears get all carved up.
That's why it's in
crazy.
the back between the
Mm.
in the back part of the
Not easy. Not easy
Yeah.
job.
So, I mean, I guess we can talk about Frogger. Let's get into that. How did this?
Yeah, because, I mean, do you just like driving along, like, waterways? Is that just a faster way?
Well,
What happened? Yeah.
Well, it's the city that we live in, Grivenshire on Strinway.
Uh-huh.
It's surrounded all the traffic,
Mm,
the roads,
Sure.
the motorways. I think you call it
right. Streets.
highways.
Highways.
Highways, yeah.
Right. Right.
highways.
All right. So the highways all surrounded by water.
Yeah, and alligators. Just
Yeah,
crazy.
well, that was a previous plague. It's
Oh.
a lot of.
Plague?
There's been a lot of plagues.
Oh.
Where we are. I mean, why you think there's so many frogs trying to
that's
get
what
across the road?
I have no idea.
Right. I mean, we had the log plague, and then the the turtle plague, of course, and then the log-shaped alligator plague.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and right, and then the frogs is one of the more
So
adventurous of the plagues.
So
You know,
frog is
they
a-
like to traverse about
Yeah.
the city.
frog is a plague. Did you know that?
No,
It's
I didn't.
well, right, because they just exploited it for money.
Entertainment. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
What do you think we did to God to earn these plagues?
Is it God?
I just think he sort of uses certain cities as experiments in case he's got
Ah.
to do anything to the whole population.
Is it a small
know.
town you live in?
Small town,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. That makes
yeah.
sense.
I mean, have you seen the traffic patterns?
It's just
It's like we've got one lane that goes this way
That's
and
it.
another that goes this way, like that and like that.
yeah.
In order to get off, if you're in the middle lane, you have to turn around
it's
on
like-
the next one and this one and
Yeah,
go
it's like
past
fucking
it.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Almost exactly.
You know,
Right.
that's, that's our worst state, New Jersey.
New
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
really-
Yeah.
Wyoming's up there.
It's pretty bad.
Well, New Jersey's bad traffic-wise. Wyoming.
I don't know geography.
Yeah.
I don't.
So I'm curious too because I've noticed that
You're a
other than-
truck driver. You should.
Yeah,
be.
actually.
Well, I mean specific geography, but
Okay.
I don't drive trucks across the ocean
No, of course not. I'm sorry.
to your country.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah, how'd you get here today?
You guys sent travel.
We did. We
Yeah.
said. I
I was
Brian,
making. First, I was scared. I was like, "Whose car did I get into?"
Hey, you made
I don't travel much
it. You made
outside
it. Yeah, we're happy you made
of
it.
my routes.
Okay, it was just a straight line.
Mostly straight
Okay, yeah.
lines. Yeah.
I wish because I've noticed that like other than like the frog killing, there's never any accidents on those roads. Like never. There's
Well,
never any
not
tailgating.
not pictured.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Is
I
it,
mean,
like-
you've got a real small.
Not in that
you've got a real
section.
small segment of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so there are accidents that
Oh.
do happen.
Dear God. Yeah.
Oh.
wow. A
Yeah,
lot?
there was a plague of accidents,
Oh,
I think,
man.
at one point. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, which people would just randomly drive into things. It was sort of, we've had some weird plague.
I would imagine people see an alligator like, whoa, and just
No, not even for
not even
reasons.
that.
No, the plague
Oh,
was
just-
just,
Oh, it
just
just
accidents were the plague. It was
Wow.
just like, you would have an accident on yourself and then
Yeah.
with your car and then,
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That seems
Is
like-
that because of the not peeing in stores?
That's totally separate. I don't know
Oh.
how you would draw a line between
I could
those
see. I
two.
could kind of see it.
Well,
I
if you have an
mean,
accident on
I
yourself.
feel like we're developing a conspiracy theory here.
Right. Let's
I mean,
reel it back a little bit,
Yeah.
just in case.
and
But
people pee themselves who also don't pee in stalls. I mean, that's just
I don't know who. pees
that's
in a store.
unfair.
Yeah. Was there a lot of peeing in stores?
I mean, I wasn't around.
You haven't.
It was the beginning of the company.
Okay,
so,
but
I
and
mean, it's
they're
possible.
They're still talking about it.
They're just saying don't do it.
Just-
I mean, in fairness, they.
It's a good
you,
rule.
You can say a lot of don't do this, and it doesn't mean there's been a lot.
Yeah.
You figure it'd be like an unwritten rule, like
I
yeah,
figure one guy pees on a display, and
Oh.
probably sets things off a bit.
still.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still paying a price. Still have to take the 3-hour seminar
Right,
every
true.
month.
Every month?
Every
Every
month.
month.
Yeah. Well, they like to be thorough.
It's not like a X days since our last accident type of thing you guys have. Or?
No.
Okay, I would like to
mean-
know. I would,
Oh
I would
well,
love-
he can't read.
That's right.
that's
I mean,
right.
well, we can read.
could be there.
We can read the X. We can go. Well, that's too big.
is there ever a number
That
there?
sign's too big. I certainly can't wear it.
Is there a number there, like 30 or
What?
30 days since our last
Oh, I
peeing
don't
in
know.
store accident?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a big square of letters. I don't know. Is that where they keep all the letters? I don't know.
Not all of them. Yeah, some.
I mean, yeah, just assume.
You know, at least 26.
yeah,
I mean, I read signs with distinct shapes.
yeah. There's no
you know.
logo for that, I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
I know what a stop sign looks like. I don't know what the word stop looks like. you know.
Interesting.
Huh.
I think
Hmm.
it would be pretty helpful. I feel like this company's doing a bad service by hiring. I understand hire, retired people or veterans. That's a good thing, but this might be doing some more damage than good.
Yeah.
Preventing people from reading.
Not preventing, just accepting.
Encouraging
you know,
not to.
Not encouraging
Okay, it's-
even. Just saying, you know what, you had other things going on.
Did you?
You know,
What else
so
was,
you didn't read. Whatever.
What
You
took
know?
preface over
Over reading?
or
Yeah.
preference over reading?
I mean, like, I I had a whole woodworking thing that I was doing at one
Sure.
point. You
Important.
know, I was Mormon for a bit.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a lot of reading there. I thought.
yeah.
you'd think.
The
yeah.
book- the
No,
book.
apparently they're real accepting
Oh.
in England's Mormon population.
Oh,
It's not a
okay.
real
It's-
popular, you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So yeah, they just said, "Come on in.
Yeah.
You won't be Mormon," and I was like, "All right."
Yeah. What was going on that made you want to
Yeah.
be Mormon then? Just looking for something, looking for guidance, or
I don't know. I think they may have had extra shirts and ties, and they were trying to get rid of them. I
Yeah.
don't know. They're just like, I don't know. Maybe it was for a picture. I don't know.
got-
We took a lot of pictures.
yeah,
Oh.
sure.
Yeah, so I don't
I guess
know.
that's true. I've
Yeah.
noticed that there are a lot of pictures
A
going on.
lot of pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think there's so many Mormons as many as pictured Mormons.
Yeah.
There's more pictured Mormons than actual Mormons.
gotcha.
I think. So,
Wow.
yeah. If you're not a brochure Mormon, you're not a Mormon.
No, like
No,
what's-
really.
What's the point?
In England, at least.
Sure.
Right.
What's the name of your town again?
Grivenshire on Strinway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So
s-
wait, let's get back to Frogger.
Yeah.
So have you hit Frogger?
Oh, yeah.
Or
the
a Frogger?
proper name, Frogger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a Frogger,
Well, I mean,
rather.
Frogger's sort of what we call it when you hit a frog.
Oh.
Oh, you
We
call
say,
it-
oh, you frogged it.
Ah.
Oh, like that. You
That's
know?
cool. Okay.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I
we
don't
say
like
you
that.
frogged.
Yeah. No, that makes sense though. It's
Right. So yeah, I've hit a frog. I've hit many frogs. There was a point in time where it was mostly pavements were mostly frog
Oh,
based.
jeez.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, I know it's not easy. I don't know if you've ever experienced a plague before, but
No.
it's no treat.
Have you,
Yeah.
Calvin?
No.
No, actually,
No
I never
plague.
have. No.
No.
Bubonic or otherwise.
No. That's gone.
Bubonic. Yeah.
That's a bad
I've
one.
heard bad things.
But
yeah.
Frogger one seems even almost
weird.
seems worse.
Yeah,
It's weird.
a little weird.
It's definitely
yeah.
weird.
I
Did you-
mean, yeah.
Did you freak out the first time you hit a frog then? Or were you just like, oh my God? Or
Well, I actually didn't hit a frog right off. You know, there'd been a lot of frogs and a lot of people hitting frogs, and I'd heard stories.
Because
and
you
it-
can't
you know, yeah, you
change
hit your-
lanes
Yeah.
where he is. There's a
right.
motorcycle
without,
going.
without turning around.
Right.
You
Yeah.
change lanes, you have to turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's there's a lot of weird driving mishaps.
Sure, sure.
In fact, that whole accident plague may have been more, infrastructure related.
I think so.
But I can't say for sure.
Right.
But thinking about it now,
It
I'm
might not have
thinking
been-
Maybe.
yeah.
Might not have been
It's
biblical.
possible. It's
Yeah.
possible.
It is possible. I think.
Right.
Possible.
Possible.
So the first time you
yeah.
hit the frog, or hit a frog.
I was like,
you-
I sort of like felt like it was a rite of passage. I was like, oh look, I hit my first frog. Yeah.
Yes.
I was
oh,
like,
so,
yeah.
so it's like you're
I
encouraged.
called my mum. I
Oh, that's
said,
nice.
Mum, I hit my first frog.
Did she say about time or is she encouraged?
She doesn't hear well. She thought I was cursing at her.
Oh. Gee,
I was
poor-
like, oh, Mum, we'll talk later.
so she
over."
can't hear. You
Yeah.
can't read.
Right. I mean,
What about your
it's-
dad? Is he okay?
He's dead.
Oh.
Thanks for mentioning
I'm
it.
sorry.
I appreciate it. He can't breathe,
Yeah.
if that's what you want. If you really feel like you need to classify
I
us.
didn't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't know.
I mean, that's where he fits on the
Yeah,
spectrum
all right.
of camp.
He missed the frog plague.
No, he was around.
Oh.
It's been going on for a bit.
Yeah, like
The
30
plagues just sort of stick around. We just sort of become accustomed to them.
How long
I
did that
mean, we've
last?
still got the log plague. I mean,
Oh, right.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how many waterways you have that are mostly log based.
It's
Yeah.
not a lot.
well, when we
lot.
drove up to Syracuse, we passed a very flooded
It was
house.
flooded as fuck.
Like a flooded out. I don't know
Like
if
a
it was a
mile
valley or
stretch
something.
of
Yeah,
land was flooded.
Just flooded.
just flooded.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, well, there were
They-
trees sticking out, but we didn't see like log.
So that was more like logs that have been infested with water.
They could have been.
Yeah,
We've got water infested with logs.
They could have used
Yeah.
those logs for a
Right.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
more
log water.
Right.
They're
We can
water
lend
logged.
logs and you lend water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could have normal places to live.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. So, so what else? You hit the frog. Yeah. So we thought there was just one frog called Frogger, but you're saying there's
Oh,
millions.
no, there's,
You're saying it's like
there's
a-
lots
like
of frogs.
How you say Rogering? It's a froggering. So.
Right. I don't. Rogering?
Yeah, Rogering.
Oh. Like,
Like-
Roger?
yeah.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I thought you knew my friend Roger. I was like, oh. I don't
Now-
know about Roger.
So do other truck drivers like have you guys tried to figure out a way to be like, hey, let's try to not hit frogs? Or
Oh, no, we've mostly just decided, we just keep a tally. We do. Yeah.
Is it hard to
Yeah.
keep track, or do you have someone in the seat next to you? Like, riding.
No, I mean, you just go, oh, one frog, like
Okay.
that. You know, you sort of. Sometimes you hit a frog, you don't know you've hit a
Right.
frog
You're in a
until
big
you
truck.
arrive
You're in a
at
big-
the store and there's a frog on your
You
tire.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're like,
Oof.
well, as long as I don't pee in the store, it doesn't matter.
Again, don't
Yeah,
pee in the
right.
store.
Yeah.
That's most
I think
important.
that's something your listeners should take away with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, a lot of people claim they know not to pee in stores, but until you pee in a store, you don't know. You don't know.
Again, right there on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
In
On
the
the
aisle.
floor.
Bathroom's fine,
Bathroom,
but they mean
probably taken.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I've been to a few of your stores on this block, and people seem to be living in the bathroom a bit.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a thing
There's
Starbucks
a few
here.
things.
Have I
Yeah.
ever told this story? When I worked at Tower Records a long time ago, I remember one time I went to the back of the bathroom. It was someone was in there, and there wasn't many people working at the store, so I didn't know who it was. So I just kind of knock, and he goes, "It's Dunbar." Dunbar was like the security company that takes the money, the bag of money at the end of the night. So the guy, when he came to get the money, he's like, "Can I use your bathroom real quick?" And he had to go in the bag and take a shit. But I'll never forget. He knock, and he goes, "It's Dunbar," like as he was pushing one out. Yeah.
Just
So he
name
was-
just name your company.
Right,
Yeah.
that's all. If he said Jerry, I wouldn't know who's Jerry. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Skin cheese biscuits. See,
That
but
was-
if you say that from a bathroom, people
stall.
Yeah.
people think you've got a condition.
Yeah, it's Ginchy
like,
biscuits.
I'm ginchy biscuiting in here.
Yeah.
Eee.
Well, as long as you're not Rogering in there.
Right.
Yeah.
No rogering.
No,
Yeah.
Rod, just gintying.
Is the government or even your local government of Derbyshire? What is it? Sorry.
Grivenshire on String.
Grivenshire
Yeah.
Strinway.
Yeah.
Are
Hello.
they trying?
Hello.
Sorry. Are they trying to get rid of the frogs or the logs or?
No, we've mostly
The frog on
accepted.
the log.
Hey,
No, one of
right,
the-
right.
Is Dr. Seuss
right.
involved with this?
Well, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of poetry being
Is
written
there?
about
Bogs?
it. Frogs on logs. You
In
know,
bogs.
yeah, right.
Dog-
We've got bogs.
Smog.
We've got bogs. We've got environmental
But
problems.
Dogs don't work because dog doesn't sound like frog.
Yeah, dog and frog.
Well, depends on where you're from.
Dog with a blog. Are they
Dog.
blogs?
Oh my
Do you
god.
have a blog?
Block.
A blog.
A block.
A blog.
Did you build
No.
a house with?
A blog. Oh, right. So a blog.
No, of course
is a
you
thing-
can't. I can't.
You
read.
oh yeah, you can't read. Sorry.
What?
I mean, you prefer not to. So blogs are like you know
I
there's
can't read. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I chose to can't
He's
read.
cool with it.
It's not like I didn't choose to can't read. I just can't read.
Sure.
It's just the way my life's worked out.
Yeah.
I know I'm not.
What age
judging.
can you
I mean,
drive?
can you dunk?
Not anymore.
Right. Well, it's just how your life worked out.
Yeah. Even though I'm tall,
That's
it's,
how
it's
that's how
embarrassing.
reading is. Think of reading as my dunking.
Okay.
But Brian could choose not to.
Also can't dunk.
Yeah.
Also, but
But I could, even though I tried really hard. I could barely dunk.
Oh wow,
mm.
you couldn't dunk.
See?
I could, but not with
See,
authority.
you wasted all that time. Right.
No authority in my dunk.
No authority.
I could
No
jump up
authority.
and gracefully lay it in the hoop
Right.
back then. As a,
He could dunk, but he couldn't tell anybody what to do after.
That's right.
I get it.
There was
I
no
know what you're
yelling or
saying.
screaming.
No authority
No,
whatsoever.
It was just a lot of.
No
Right.
backboard smashing.
No, I wish. Nope.
All the grunting was based on what your body seemed to be doing.
Literally, it was pain.
Oh.
It was pain. It was.
I get it.
I got it.
That's
yeah.
how I sound when I try to read.
It's
So I
just
don't.
grunts.
I just don't read.
I get it. It makes
I
sense.
didn't waste all that time
No.
trying to read like you and dunking.
Right. What age could you drive in Grivenshire? What age? Like, did you Strenway?
Grivenshire on Strinway.
Yeah. Did you
Right.
drop out of
Yeah.
school?
What?
Is that why they?
In order to drive.
Yeah.
You can do both.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
School and drive.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I don't. You aren't allowed to drive and go to school here.
You got to be. Well, yeah.
Well,
once you're in
it's just that the
high
school
school,
days
you got to be. In,
would
Right.
coincide with the truck driving.
you got to be in 12th grade.
Oh well, I didn't have a job driving. I mean, I drove.
Sure.
I drove, went to school.
Okay. I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
you dropped out of school. That's why you really can't
Right.
read, or I don't know.
No, I didn't. I
Just
didn't.
chose.
We didn't. There's not a premium on education
Really?
in where I'm at.
In some ways, it's beautiful. You know.
we're like a town full of laborers. I
Yeah.
think that's why we're used as God's experimental town. Because I think that he feels like we're resilient.
You're tough.
You know,
I was
we're
gonna
not gonna. You know.
You couldn't do that to Brooklyn.
Yeah, we're not gonna write on blocks about it. You
No.
know,
No.
or whatever. Yeah, right.
You couldn't do that in Williamsburg,
No.
Brooklyn.
No.
Oh
Yeah,
no, not here.
Also, speaking of things you can't do in Williamsburg, have any animal activists been mad at you because you kill a lot of frogs? It sounds like, or you and your
Mm.
company?
Well, we
Good
consider
question.
the frogs to be animal activists. They're extremely active.
Yeah.
animals. We've got mostly active animals.
Yeah.
And they seem okay with how everything's going.
All they're doing is just jumping
Right,
across the
just
street.
active
like,
animals,
What are they?
yeah.
What are they doing? What do they do once they get to the across the street? Like,
Oh, I don't
what's
know.
the point?
I see them across the street. I think they come back. I don't know. I think their
Yeah.
entire existence is to be active animals.
They love that joke. Why
Yeah.
the chicken cross the road?
Mm-hmm.
They must love. They
I
must
don't
be
know
like,
that joke.
why the chicken cross the road
I don't know.
to get to the other side?
Yeah.
Well, that's why you cross the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a good joke.
It's not.
It's like the first joke
it's
I've ever
just
told on stage.
I feel
No,
like
it's-
it's not a joke as much as a recollection,
Right?
Yeah.
of
But
what
people
happened
use
with
it,
a chicken.
you know? Maybe the frogs heard that. They were just like, this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, if
Yeah.
there's a plague of it, what else are they gonna do?
I mean, if you're a frog and you've been plagued, you've been used for a plague, I figure you either do that and
Yeah.
I don't know what frogs do.
No,
What
you,
do they
you
do?
don't get to know them at all. Have you ever
Right.
gotten to know one? Have you ever, like
A frog?
have you
Have I
tried
ever
to?
seen a frog?
No, have you ever like
Known
tried
a
to
frog?
get to know one? Like
Yeah.
Like,
Because like I said, we
not killed it, maybe not splattered it. Have you ever tried to
Unders-
befriend one or have it as a pet even?
or
Oh,
a sexual partner,
No, that's ridiculous.
like Frogger's
Right.
wife. Well, Frogger's
Wow.
wife.
Well, that's different. I guess.
How's
I
that
mean, was she a woman or
She
a
was.
She was a woman, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember her.
She's actually from Long Island.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. She was
All right.
lovely, but she was a
Yeah,
little weird.
Maybe that was a different girl.
Maybe.
I went to school with a girl. Like the frog type.
Ah,
Yeah.
like web
Yeah.
finger
Well,
people.
we thought she meant French guy, but then we
You
realized,
call them froggies.
oh, you mean the actual with
Oh.
the that sell the beer,
The
yeah.
what? What do they do?
the Budweiser guys.
Oh,
Right.
Budweiser
yeah.
frog,
yeah.
yeah.
They made it. They're the most famous residents of our town.
good thing they didn't get killed.
Yeah.
Huh? But they live there?
Not anymore.
Oh
Like,
no,
Hollywood probably.
I don't even know. I
I
haven't heard from them
mean,
in a while.
I mean, they
They probably
were-
retired on that money.
Yeah.
I mean, there was T-shirts made. Yeah.
There's probably
I remember
dolls.
that.
Everything.
That's where I
yeah.
learned to read labels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, from the Budweiser frogs.
Well, from the T-shirts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must love going to like tourist shops and just seeing all the cool logos on
Oh
t-shirts.
yeah, it's nice. Sometimes I like to, just hang out and read labels,
I appreciate
Yeah.
labels and logos.
Yeah. How far do you drive from town? You say, do you drive long distances, a couple hours? Is it-
Probably about we do like 4 hours on,
Hmm.
4 hours off.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
sort
so
of
you just
that
take a
thing.
4-hour break?
Right. I mean, I don't know if that's official.
It's a long break.
Yeah, but I mean that's how I like to do it. It's sort of a make your own day sort of atmosphere.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's weird because that's the antithesis of drunk driving. Because
Really?
yeah.
Well,
I-
I mean, you're still driving when you're on the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sometimes I'm driving when I'm off the clock. I'm just like, well, I'm going this way anyway, so I'm technically I'll be off the clock.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess if people aren't in a rush. You know what?
Yeah.
Amazon has spoiled us, Calvin. Back in
This-
Gribbenshire and Sternway, they
oh, wow.
they
Racist.
you say it.
It's
They
true.
they're not always in a rush to get stuff. They order something, they'll wait a couple weeks if they have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Sometimes, yeah.
If they
I
want,
thought-
they'll
yeah.
wait for their biscuits. I guess you know.
Well,
You're
Gin-
talking
I
bread.
mean, Ginchi's biscuits they keep. They're not straight out the oven.
Right.
Yeah.
They're in a
I mean,
box.
We package.
Yeah.
They're in plastic.
I got you. Yeah, so they
Yeah.
can wait.
But like you don't have like, and usually with trucks like you have a deadline, so it's like you have to get here by X date.
Well, I mean, sort of. Yeah. I mean,
But they can't.
Not
he,
sort of.
he can't read the deadline now. Can you read dates?
dates.
Like, can you read numbers?
Oh, I thought you meant to fruit. I was like, why would I read fruit? That's
Sorry.
why would I read large raisins?
There's nothing
That just seems
It
stupid.
does.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
there's a California raisins. Remember them?
Oh, of
oh,
course.
also famous.
Heard it through the
Also
grapevine.
famous,
I
yeah.
had their cassette.
You, shut up,
Swear
really.
to God, yeah.
I used to
Mm.
watch the cartoon.
Yeah, I used to bring it to my like second or third grade class and put it on the big ass
Oh my god.
radio, and we'd play and listen to it and dance. Heard it through the
Sounds like you got all the
grapevine.
women.
right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Right.
So when you get to your destination,
Right.
Oliver,
Okay.
are you taking like one of those snow shovel things, just like scraping frogs off your grill on the truck, or like
Usually by the time I get out of town,
yeah,
most of the rest of the journey is I'm flinging,
Yeah.
all the tire
sure.
frogs off the tires.
I
It's
gotcha.
just travel. It's mostly not there. Every once in a while,
Okay.
there'll be a streak of something. I have to clean off.
Yeah.
Unsightly.
Sure.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a few people in a few of the towns I go to. They're not real happy about the frogs.
Yeah.
For the truck.
It's like, oh, your frog's showing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You pull up and
Yeah.
you're like,
And I was like, yeah, for a couple months, I thought that was a euphemism. I was like, what? I started zipping my pants. I'm
were
like,
were they unzipped?
no, they wasn't.
okay,
But
good.
I'm like, I reached for it,
Just in
because
case.
I thought your frog's showing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly, but it sounds sexual.
Sorry,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah, and that was part of the seminars. It's
Oh,
like,
good.
don't let your thingy out. Yeah,
Again,
yeah. It's not called a frog where I'm from. It's called a thingy.
A thingy.
Yeah, don't let your thingy out.
yeah.
Mhm.
Don't let it dance about with people who don't want to see it.
And you should know this stuff. But
right.
hey, some,
Well, they like to really underline it for you. So
Yeah.
Was there a Me Too movement going on? Which is why your
not sure
thingy can't
what.
be out.
No, I
Me
don't.
Too is a thing
just-
where
just-
like now
just good logic, good common sense, I think.
Movements. No. What?
so there's a Me Too movement going on, where like basically it's basically like a lot of women are like and also like men are like complaining against sexual harassment. And so when
Oh.
you said like
Was there was sexual harassment here and
I mean I'm just wondering in the truck driving
industry.
industry, yeah.
Oh, in the
because
truck driving industry, there's a lot of accidental sexual harassment where it's like it's just a dude doing something stupid with his thingy, and
We've
he's
all-
like, "Oh, there's a woman here," and she's like, "I shouldn't have seen that,"
Oh,
and
Like it's her
and-
fault.
Yeah,
for being
well,
there.
right. Well, that's how we've been taught. It's like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have seen that. And it's like,
Ah.
well, you shouldn't have done that.
Right.
And it's like, all right, maybe I also shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Right. So that's why we watch the vids.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
Can you
makes
give an
sense.
example of a stupid thing that happens with your thingy being out?
Well, I mean, I don't generally bring my thingy out. It's disgusting. I don't know, I don't know how everybody else's thingy is.
Nobody
but
wants to
I feel
see
like
it.
it's, it's like my.
A little gross.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
like an ugly person. Don't it's like when you have an ugly auntie. You're like,
Sure.
you don't want to show her off first thing. You want to get to know people, and then you're like, by the way, I got an ugly auntie.
Yeah.
She lives with me.
That's only the fifth
yeah,
date.
Yeah,
Just wait a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to unzip the lower room. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
show her off to everybody.
It's like a splattered frog. it
Right,
looks like.
exactly.
Okay.
She weirdly enough, she's got a little frogginess to her face.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've all got that auntie,
Yeah,
I'm
of
sure.
course.
But I always thought you just don't bring that out. You
Yeah.
don't open with that.
Well, you're a good guy then, Oliver.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's good as much as I understand what looks good.
See, Cal, so
Right.
even though you can't read,
It's not. Yeah,
He's
right.
still smart.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, he
it
I
just
never said
makes
you were
sense.
smart. I just
think of how many things you can fit in your brain once you get rid of
Right.
being able to read.
Lose the words.
Right?
Think about things.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Not
know
thingies.
words. There's a lot of people who know words who don't know things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I like things more than words.
That's
but
really
don't let my
deep.
thingy out.
No. Definitely.
Right, because
get
I
it.
know that my thingy is one of the worst things about me.
Seriously, I'm with you.
Right.
I'm with you.
Right.
So,
That was really deep. I like
was it?
that.
See that?
All right.
We're all learning today. So where do we go from here? What do you hope the plague ends? Are you guys all used to it by now? Is it affecting your driving?
Well,
or-
we're just all waiting for the next plague. I think,
Oh, really?
it's one after another.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, every 10 years or
You
so.
think it'll rhyme?
Yeah, huh?
Do you think it'll rhyme?
Yeah, since you had
We've-
frogs,
oh, well,
logs,
But
bogs,
we've
and
also
smog.
had weird plagues. Like, we've had the lice and the
Mm. Lice.
yeah,
That's just dirty
gnats.
kids.
We've had gnats. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dirty kids. I
That's
mean,
a plague.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they was everywhere. We had all the. We had the stained glass plague where everything's
Mm.
every surface turned like stained glassy for a
That's-
while.
Oh,
How does that happen?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how any of it
You
happens.
might live in
How does-
Stranger Things town.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but we live in a very strange
Yeah.
thing.
Can we visit? Is it easy to get
I
to?
mean, it's not easy to get to.
Can you
know
pick us
where,
up
you
in
know
an
where
airport?
London is?
Heard
Yeah.
it,
Right. It's nowhere near there.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You fly into London and then you just get in the car that's taking you
Oh, okay.
to the place. But I don't
Can you pick us up? Can you?
I-
You're a driver.
Right, but I can't drive people. I told you that.
Right.
Right.
No,
we
why
don't
not?
hold Peters
No,
or Calvin Escados.
we can just sit next in the. We can have some good
Can
conversation.
you just put us in a bread box?
Oh,
What about that?
we can eat some biscuits
No,
the whole way.
that's illegal.
Oh, okay,
Oh, Sorry.
Seminar.
it's like
Yeah.
smuggling.
Another seminar.
Like
I didn't mention all the seminars,
all-
but I thought
Next time you
illegally
come back.
transporting humans.
Yeah,
I mean, if sexual misconduct is wrong, I figure
Trafficking.
human trafficking
yeah.
also wrong.
We got a whole thing going
Yeah.
on now with that. in this
There's a
country.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
damn.
it's been a
Interesting.
lot. Yeah, it's not easy.
You want to play a quick game with us before we go?
Let's do it.
Let's play a game of
Is
Wed.
it hopscotch?
It's not. It's close
Alright.
though. Okay, it's Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody. So we're gonna give you 3 video game characters. You're gonna tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead. Sound good?
Okay.
That's
all
it.
right.
And we'll show you some pictures. So this first one is a fighter from King of Fighters, Calvin. Rio Sakazaki.
Yes.
Looks exactly like Ken from Street Fighter.
Yes.
Very
Right,
generic ninja man, I'm
right.
guessing.
Yeah.
He actually is a ripoff of Ryu and Ken.
Yeah, it
so,
looks like it.
Yeah. So not ninja, but just Japanese martial artist.
Okay.
He's blonde. He's Japanese. He's got muscles.
Right. Yeah.
He has a sister. I don't know if that factors into anything. His
What
sister's cute.
does he got special moves?
He has a fireball, an uppercut, and a flying kick.
Imagine
Okay.
setting those frogs on fire.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
eat frog legs? People eat frog
Can I eat
legs.
frog legs? Yeah, you can eat them.
You
I
probably-
don't want to.
No.
Oh,
but
okay.
I can.
Not with tire
You
treads
just
on them.
stick them in your mouth and chew.
What,
I
you,
mean,
you
I
don't
know
cook 'em?
how.
You don't cook them?
Well, I mean, once you cook them, I didn't think I had to mention cooking them.
I just maybe some people. I don't know.
Yeah,
Never
We're
know.
we're a little slow.
we're allowed to eat frog legs
Good.
if that's what you ask.
Probably
me.
encouraged.
Yeah.
Helps
Right.
clean the street up a
Well,
little
I
bit.
don't. I mean, you don't want to eat roadkill
No.
frog legs.
Yeah.
but yeah. I mean,
No one wants roadkill.
yeah, you
that's
got to
true.
catch the frogs alive.
Are there
and
deer
you-
just like waiting? A raccoon's like waiting on the side
Oh,
of
the
street?
deer plague. oh,
Sorry. Didn't want to bring
Yeah.
it up. It's a lot, huh? The
yeah.
farmers love the
We had
roadkill.
2 deer plagues. We had a deer plague and a deer John plague, where everybody broke up with everybody all at once. It was weird.
My goodness. Interesting little town.
Yeah, and then we had a deer John plague, where all the deer used the public restrooms.
How about John Deere?
No John Deere.
The
plague.
tractors just running
No,
around?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry.
It must be American thing.
Yeah, it is. Next one, everybody's favorite number 2, Luigi.
Oh.
Mm.
You ever heard
That
of your-
sounds awful. Everyone's favorite number 2.
Well, he is. You know?
Dick.
Luigi's
I mean,
Mario's
You didn't have as good of a morning as I did.
Mario's brother. You know him, right? I'm
Right,
sure.
All right.
So there we go. This next one from
Overalls, green shirt.
yeah, from Devil May Cry,
Mm.
Dante, and Dante is a goth hipster vampire, basically
Half demon.
half demon. I always say vampire.
Yeah, I don't know
Demon.
why. You always say
Demon. He's a demon.
he's half demon.
half
He has
demon.
guns and a sword.
Very
Right.
snarky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got
He's
some
got
wise
sass.
cracks all the
Right
time.
then, Yeah.
He's got white hair if you like that sort of thing.
Does have white hair.
Um,
The old? Or is
no.
it just
Ironically,
fashion?
he's
It's just
young.
fashion.
Yeah. He just likes being platinum blonde.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Good.
And he's got that little like center booby strip on sometimes. He wears that
Really?
Yeah.
just like a belt around his nipples. You know, that's
Nipple belt.
nipple belts.
Keeps
Yeah.
them up. Holds
Yeah.
them up.
It's very Lady Gaga of him.
Got saggy nipples.
He might for a vampire, a demon. Sorry, he
Yeah.
might. He's killed.
He's like, I don't know what to do. My nipples are saggy. He's
He's-
like, have you belted them?
There we
You should
go.
belt 'em.
right? Actually makes sense.
I mean, that's what I do with my belly.
Makes perfect sense.
Why wouldn't it work for nipples?
Yeah.
Nipples are
Um,
just tiny pink bellies.
I'm very concerned about your knowledge
Hey,
level.
that makes sense. That
I
makes sense
mean,
to me.
look, it's remedial, but if you put it all together,
Yeah.
I can't use all the words that you use. I'm not going to write a book about
you're
it,
doing
nor would
great.
I read one.
Right.
Right. But, I'm just putting it together.
Yes.
I think you're doing
Yeah.
great.
Trying
Nipple
to-
bellies. I got it.
Nipple bellies.
So, what are your choices here, Oliver? Rio, Luigi, Dante. Wed, bed, dead. What do you say?
Wed, bed, dead.
Who do you want to marry?
So, all right. Who do I want? The last one was Dante, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was his powers?
Half vampire. He's guns, swords. He can fly. He's got some demon magic, right? Calvin.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got demon magic, which is cool.
Demon magic.
He might be
alright.
immortal, kinda. I feel like he might be
So
immortal.
maybe dead for him. Just like, hey, guess what? You're no longer.
He's used to it.
I know. Guess who got
Yeah.
cancelled?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
killed. And he's killed
sorry.
millions of people himself.
Sorry, this is gonna come as a shock to you,
Yeah.
but you're dead.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
maybe a relief. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
he's like, you know what? It's boring.
That's true. Maybe he wants to live.
Maybe
in
he's
the-
like, I've been around a bit.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
let's
true.
Go. Maybe it's a nice move on my part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figure. All right, he's dead, and
Aw.
then I'm
Rio
sorry,
and
and
Luigi.
then maybe Luigi feels like the bed type, you know.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah, Italians,
He does-
weird in the sack,
Is it like
Yeah.
in the nutsack?
all over.
Okay.
in any sack.
Yeah.
Weird in bed. Weird
In the
when
scrotum.
they yeah.
I gotcha.
Sometimes they when they travel in a burlap sack. Have you
Sure.
yeah, it's weird.
Happens.
Yeah.
That's a new stereotype.
Well, it's not. Yeah, well, you should come to England. It's the stereotypes are a bit
Shire
different
and
over there.
Sternway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we joke about how Italians were shipped over in burlap sacks.
Yeah.
That's not a thing here.
I'm sure somebody's
What
done
do
it.
you do? What do you say they do?
They like pasta.
Oh,
Yeah, and pizza.
They're all
that's-
like in the mob.
that is racist.
Yeah.
It's racist.
Things like that.
Good God, this is uncomfortable.
Sorry. So you're gonna bed
I remember
Luigi.
this from a seminar.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna bed Luigi.
bed Luigi.
He doesn't get a lot of action, so
Crazy.
you'll probably be very
He's
appreciative.
tiny.
Yeah.
He believe me.
Well, he's taller than Mario, but I guess
Yeah, but he's still
he's
short.
thin.
Yeah,
He's thin.
right. He's
He's
taller
thin.
than Mario.
He's very
And I
thin.
probably am a better ballet dancer than you, but that doesn't mean I'm a good ballet dancer. I mean,
Good point.
come on.
That's fair.
I love that
I
analogy.
feel like perspective
yeah.
here. All right, yeah, and then so what's left? Rio is
You're
Yeah.
gonna wed him.
yeah,
You gonna marry him?
yeah, we'd wed. Right, he
Right.
throws fireballs. I mean,
Yeah, that's
how
kinda
much
cool.
different than that is just a woman who pretty much knows how to hurt you, right?
True.
I mean, that's what it is.
Are you married, Oliver? We didn't get into that.
I'm not.
Okay.
I was, but I'm not. I
Oh.
was, but then I wasn't, and then I was again, and wasn't. It's like
I was gonna
six-
So
say
you've been married
six times.
twice.
No, 6.
Oh.
times. Yeah, well, you didn't let me finish
Yeah.
all
Sorry.
6. Yeah, no, I mean I wouldn't have finished all 6.
a
It's a
lot.
lot. It's a lot. We get old.
he couldn't.
Do you think it's them or you?
Oh, at this point, probably me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
after 6, after 3, you've got a solid argument. You're like, I found all the
Keeps
crazies,
happening,
but then
yeah.
after 6, you're like, maybe
Yeah.
it's me.
Plus, he couldn't read his vows.
Yeah,
Well, you
That's
could just say them. You could-
right. I mean,
all,
we don't
okay.
read them.
No. Okay.
I mean, do you read your vows?
I did.
here?
I had a
Is
piece. Of,
that
I had
how-
a piece of paper.
You read off a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she bought that.
Yeah. Yeah. she
All right.
did. She did.
Really? It's like I feel like I feel like that's not sincere.
Yeah. She did too, but she was crying the whole
Is she?
time.
All right.
you
Well,
know.
that's a one way.
I went to a wedding
sell it.
recently where
yeah.
both
yeah.
bride and groom read their vows and cried.
Yeah.
That's nice.
and
I didn't cry.
Yeah.
Cracked a few
Tears,
jokes.
tears are a woman's fireballs.
I got
That's
you,
what I'm telling you
Oh,
right
that's right,
now.
yeah.
Be
Oh, gotcha.
careful. Be
Yeah.
careful.
Mr. Cato.
Dead
Kato.
Luigi. That's
Oh,
easy.
right away.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Really?
I mean, I just don't like doing second fiddle.
Mm.
I need a first banana.
My
First
good-
chair.
Terrible.
So, second fiddle is second to the first banana.
I think I mixed my metaphors up.
I
Probably.
feel like I want to hear about this fiddle banana world. you live in. I mean, forget about my plague land. I want this fiddle banana
It's
base.
quite a dream world I live in.
Yeah, seriously, Kirby.
Large fantasy. No, so
Yeah.
yeah, I would dead Luigi. That's the easy one.
All right, yeah.
I guess I would bed Dante.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice, a little half demon sex.
All right.
He's in
all
shape.
right.
He's in shape.
Doesn't wear a lot of clothes.
Perfect.
Just wears a long trench coat. That's it.
I just
it's
have
all
to
leather.
Take off the nipple belt.
Belts
and then,
his nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably keep
release
that on.
the
I-
nipples.
You might keep that on.
Mm.
Actually, I could. Maybe he likes a little-
Nobody who likes nipple play. When you unbelt the nipple, it's like it's like a chastity belt for the nipple.
Yeah,
yeah.
Probably what he is. It's probably what it is.
Could be.
You sound like an expert on this.
Could just be sensitive.
I've been with 6 women in wedlock. I've seen every weirdness there is.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, including my own with them. We're all messed up.
Yeah.
Everybody.
If I may ask, what is your weirdness?
My weirdness, I like having sex standing up on tables.
What
Oh,
for the danger part of it?
I don't know. It just makes me feel ethereal.
Yeah.
I don't. It makes me feel like an angel sex.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I never tried that. on a table.
I never have either.
I feel like my
That's
table would topple over, right? I mean,
Right.
I've never done it standing on a table.
Well,
That's-
the problem was it's all tied back. You know, my first girlfriend was 6'4".
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah,
I would have loved her.
right.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we were teenagers,
Mhm.
so
She
it
was a
was
big
like
gal.
she was a big gal. I was a tiny guy. I mean, so I had to stand on a table.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
to
there was
reach.
a lot of so
Oh.
yeah, so like there's something nostalgic maybe.
Oh, that's
It's in
beautiful
there.
in a
It's
way.
deep. It's deep
It's very
down.
deep.
You are very
Yeah.
like.
I don't know if it's deep like in the sense of like, oh look, you're thinking real hard about
No,
it.
it's deep
More
in your
like
fucked up
deep
psyche.
in my psyche.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
got
hidden
you.
under all my favorite number twos, you know, if you will.
Definitely. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
And on that note, I would
Yeah.
wed Rio.
gonna
Probably no
All right.
table sex, but I think he's a martial artist.
He probably burns all your tables
Oh,
accidentally. Oh, did you throw another fireball at the table?
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, that would be a point of contention for us.
Yeah.
But I feel like we could work it out because, like, in wintertime, because living in New York City, it gets very cold here, so that'd
Right.
be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's his
Okay.
own his hands are his own little fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. I like it.
All right. I'm going to wed Luigi here.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't mean this in a bad way, but I think he's kind of like a pushover, and he'll kind of do whatever I say. So it's kind of like he'll never be like, let's go apple picking. I'm like, I don't want to do that. He'll just like, let's just stay home and chill. Let's just go to a movie. Like,
Right.
I
Let's
feel
hop over apples.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I feel like I'll get to have a lot of decisions in this relationship, and I don't. Not
So
saying
that's
like,
what marriage is for you, making
no,
decisions.
no. That's why I said I don't want it to sound bad, but I just feel like it would be nice.
Too late.
Unless eventually he just can never make a decision on his own, then that might get annoying too. I'm like, can you just pick something
True.
tonight? He'll be like, okay. But he
Would you
was-
say this marriage will end in divorce?
I don't know. I don't know how a marriage will end unless it's to me.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Plus
if it's to me, it will end in divorce.
Plus, he was on a few weeks ago, and he was a lovely guy, Luigi. He was nice to talk to.
I couldn't figure out where he was from though.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna wed Luigi. I'm going to bed Dante.
Yeah.
The demon thing is interesting. He can fly. He's got demon wings.
Yeah, he can't fly.
Might be fun to just kind of check out. Not flying sex, I don't think, but
Why
I
not?
don't know.
Brian, get airborne. You're already mostly airborne.
If he can lift me up, fine.
Yeah.
We'll
He
try
can.
it. We'll try it.
Are
Go
you
on.
allowed to do it on a table while flying?
If he hovers and kind of supports us, yes.
Difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Right.
And I'll dead Rio in this one.
Wow.
Yeah, he's too generic. He too basic, right? He's a complete clone of Ryu
He's
and
too
Ken.
basic, and yet you're gonna.
His name is almost Ryu, but it's Rio. Come on, he's not a Street Fighter. He's a
Right.
Tekken, whatever that means.
He's a fake
He's in
Brazilian.
King of Fighters,
yeah.
an art of fighting.
Oh, sorry, right. King of Fighters. Those are my choices. So
I respect that.
Did we each make totally different choices?
almost.
so, yeah.
I don't think there
That's
is.
very
That's
good
how
when
you
that
know the
happens.
game works.
There we go.
Yeah.
You know, Oliver Pintz.
Hints.
Thank you so much.
This is great. We hope.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to
appreciate
hear the
it.
story. We hope the plague ends soon.
Well, it's
Yeah.
we're accustomed to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all right. You learn to live with things.
yeah, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
at this
Unless they're
point-
women, then they can't live with you. But
now
that's
it's
all
coming
right.
out. Now it's
Yeah.
coming out. All right.
Well, I do wish
Right.
you the best luck in your love life, and I hope
Appreciate
Genchi's
it.
Biscuits continues to thrive.
Doing well.
keep making
good
it
for
like-
them.
Doing well. Yeah.
Even through all these plague times, they're doing well.
Yeah.
People
they
like their
do.
biscuits.
People like breads.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. People who are being plagued upon. Big carb eaters.
I'll
yeah.
I'll
a lot
remember,
of
I'll remember
carbs.
that. If it happen-
Carbo load before you play.
If it happens here,
yeah.
I'm gonna go right for my
Yeah.
waffles.
Yeah.
My dented
Right.
bread.
Your
You- dented breads.
I love it.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks again, Oliver. Everybody else,
Thank you
thank
for
you for
having me.
listening, and we'll talk to you all
Next week.
Bye.
Today's playable character is portrayed by actor and comedian Jason Salmon. You can check out his Cowboy Explained series on Comedy Central's website, or follow him on Twitter and Instagram, J Salmon Comedy. That's JSalmonComedy. And stick around to listen to a trailer from Sweet, A Lady's Guide to Bro Culture, produced by More Banana Productions.
Hi, my name is Gina Bloom, and I am the host of the brand new podcast, Sweet, A Lady's Guide to Bro Culture. I, a transgender female comedian in New York City, bring some of my favorite funny ladies into the male-dominated pop culture of the past 20 years. Movies that I grew up on when I was growing up male that I still love and sometimes loathe to this date. We watch Rocky movies. We watch Patrick Swayze action movies. We listen to Insane Clown Posse records. We do it all, and we regret it sometimes, and sometimes it's pretty amazing. Here's some clips from season 1.
Feels good, doesn't it? Like you're still alive, right? Yeah!
Because then I was talking to these two guys. I was like, I haven't seen Fight Club. I'm like, what? You haven't seen Fight Club? I'm like, you haven't seen Elf, so we're the same.
Exactly. Elf
These
is
are both
wonderful.
classics, both classic movies, and there's no excuse for either one of us.
I think you'd be surprised at the broad taste of juggalos. Like, there are a few people that I see at concerts, but I don't even know their name, but I get so excited when I see them, and, we, like, hang out and talk, but I couldn't tell you his fucking name right now. I can tell you what he looks like. He's white.
Usually, yeah.
Who's taking care of their kid? He's like
The
watching
robot.
TV with his
The
two
robot.
best friends.
The
and they're all
actual
like,
robot.
"Oh,
Because the robot's behind them, like with pizza. You can find Schweet, A Lady's Guide to Bro Culture on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. And you can follow me, Gina Bloom, on Twitter and Instagram at Gina Bloom, or on the web at GinaBloomDoesComedy.com.
Hey, even the Mona Lisa's falling apart.